Hey, this is Drlindadavis, and today I want to review the Samsung Note 2. This I consider more of a phablet. It's kind of half phone, half tablet. I love the larger screen. It does still fit in the pocket, and it is, thin, that it doesn't really cause problems either way. And so I also want to showcase a few things that it does even better, than the iPhone or iPad. There's very few things that, I've not been happy with as far as, one platform versus the other between Android and iTunes and such. So let me go through a few things that I think might help you make a better decision if you are out there shopping for such. Obviously the bigger screen, but also you can have two screens or two different apps running at the same time. Let me launch that. When I first turn it on, you'll just see it come up over here, all these apps that will work in a divided screen setting. So I can scroll up and scroll down. Notice I have the S Pen in my hand, which tucks neatly up inside the phone and always ready. It'll even tell you, if it thinks you've forgotten to put it back in. So pretty handy stuff. For instance, if I want to bring up my Gmail, so I can just click on my Gmail, pull it over. It takes over the whole screen, no problem. And then if I archive that, let me just go to my social one. And then, so this is my Gmail. Now also, when the screen goes away on the left side and you want it back, you just click on this little tab over here with your pen. And then you'll see that you can also pull up maybe an internet screen. And that's when you see the true divided screen pop up. So two things can run at once. I can read my email, respond to email. And then I can also see my internet down here, which in the case may be. So read that while this is going on, or reply to that and do something with that. So there's nothing wrong with how that works. It works very well. Okay, so that's two screens at once on those specific apps. It's not every app, but it's specific apps that do that will work for you in that respect. Let me just go back home by pushing that button, and obviously we've got the typical Android interface here, which is fine. Like it just fine. We also, I mentioned the S Note pen before. Well, this is the S Note app that goes along with it. So I'm going to click on that. Now, the pens that you see that supposedly work with the iPad devices, they're thick and they're rubbery and they just don't work very good. However, this S Pen works really well. You can get a very fine tip on it if you want, or thicken it as you may need to do. I take a lot of notes. I'm out and about, I'm in the classroom, I'm always seeing things that inspire me for my different interests. So for instance, I'll bring this one up. I think, yeah, this is the one where I renovated a house, and but I didn't have any landscaping in the front. And this looks like it has landscaping around the house, but it really doesn't. What I did is just to give me an idea of what colors might look good against this house, I just clicked on the S Pen options, which I have, I can go into drawing mode, productivity tools, as well as text. Text mode really does a great job with handwriting recognition. Let me click on that. A little panel comes up at the bottom, and I can, my cursor's here, and I can just say, landscaping ideas. And it types it, and I don't have the best handwriting in the world, and it always does a really good job of recognizing what it is I was trying to type, or write. So it does a great job of converting that for me. You have obviously, if you want your keyboard, sure, just click on that, and you'll get your usual keyboard. But if I also just want to go back to drawing mode, then I am back on that. And with drawing mode, like I said, the pen settings are key here because you can pick whether you want a brush stroke, a pencil stroke, and how thick do you want it. So for instance, even with pencil, which I think I'm on right now, you can see the light on it, I can take this scroll and just make it thicker, make it thinner, and that's just something that's not been available yet on the iPad and iPhone devices. So I like that option. Sometimes I don't need it so thick like a crayon. I don't want it to look so kiddish, like a first grader drew it. So this is very helpful. You can change the colors, obviously. There's your different colors. I mean, that's your basic colors. Do you have more choices? Absolutely. You can click on this little down arrow here with your pen, and you just have a whole wealth of colors. You can get quite technical with just, how closely you want to match that particular shade. So that's a great thing too. So I can show you better like that. Just wherever I happen to hit. Okay. Now, Take that back down and take it back down to black. That's fine. If I'm going to be, obviously, bring it just a little bit thicker, somewhere in there. Yeah, that's good. And now, also it has even the color picker tool that you sometimes see in Microsoft Office products, which you can click on the little eyedropper there, and you can pull in a color. Say I want to match that particular color right there. Like, okay, this is a legal pad yellow, but I can click on that and notice it changes the color in there. And if I wanted to make that the color I wanted to use, that would become the color of my pen. So that is how that works. Now, let me add some other things here. You go back to this and let's pick another color that'll actually show. Let me go back to my black and just exit out for a minute. It remembers your colors also. Maybe up here I'll just say, landscaping. Probably should have made that a little bolder, but let's say I don't like the way that looks, and I can take my erase tool, click on that, the eraser, and just erase that right out. Now it won't erase your text that's typed. It will just erase the stuff that you've drawn or tried to write. Okay. This undo redo obviously, and then over here you have insert object. That's how I got the picture on the page. So you can click on that, go back, either take a picture, or go back to your images, clipboard, whatever the case may be, bring something else up and put it on this legal pad and do something with it. It also has a microphone for recording your notes. In case you don't want to write your notes, you can put the voice memo on there. So that is just a very handy tool. And like I said, I instantly landscaped my yard just by putting in some flowers in there, because those are just drawn in. They are not really there. Okay, so that is a big benefit. Let me go back to my S notes, because there's just lots of things to do there. I had, like I said, I'm out and about and see different landscaping ideas. I was able to just kind of recreate and write in what flowers I saw in this mound of flowers. And then I had made myself little comments about how I could recreate that if I wanted to recreate that at home. And because I like to draw and sketch and come up, as I see other ideas, I like to add them to my collection to remind me later that, oh yeah, I did see that. Lists, you can obviously do that. Sometimes, I'm at a restaurant and I have a great dish in front of me, and if I want to recreate it at home, I write down what I think all the ingredients are, so that's been helpful as well. You can, you're not just regulated to one page. If you want to add another page, you can, go into edit mode. Let me put edit mode back up, and you can just add a page, and it adds page, plain or template. And it has templates built in. So, if you have a recipe, there's actually, I think, even a recipe template that I haven't used yet. So lots of stuff to do here. And that's your voice memo, or record the sketching as it was going on. And there's your voice memo there. Okay. So that's just something that I've not found is that good in the iPad or iPhone so far. Anyway. But like I said, they have a lot of templates in there, diary stuff, however you want to work it. And I like the S Pen too, because when you draw over it or come over, I'm not even touching the screen right now, and it kind of shows me from afar, this is what you've got in that particular folder. And I like the fact that you have folders, and you can organize things, because some of it's obviously to do with your work, some of it's to do to your continuing education, some things are due to just a idea sketch, and some things are to do with current projects you have going on right now. So nothing wrong with that. And then I would also obviously to get rid of this little tab, if that bothers you, you don't like it up there, you don't plan on using it, you just hold the back button down and it disappears. You get it back by holding down the back button, and it pops up there. The S Pen just simply tucks away inside the device. I didn't get it back in there one time, and I think it alerted me that it's not in its proper place. So, hence, caused a search. I found it, put it back in, off we go. So, lots of good things about the Samsung Note 2. So, I hope it helps you with your decision-making process. Thanks for your time.